Nobody never come and speak to us and ask me what going on with we. Nothing. You understand? Nothing. But on election day, we know for go at the polling station and give them our vote and put them where they are today. And now they don't have time with we.
Vendors in the Breeding Hoops and Podrine Tarma areas are protesting sudden 3-day eviction notices, saying they were never consulted and received no guidance on relocation. Many have worked in the area for over 20 years and depend on vending as their only income. They argue the government is displacing them without a plan, especially during the Christmas season. The vendors say they are willing to move but want dignity, support, and clear instructions. Dr. Dexter Todd is calling for a fair and humane resolution that protects the livelihoods of vulnerable families.
And often we hear from the vendors, there is no plan. No one has been talking to them. No one has said to them, we are going to remove you from X place and we are going to take you to X place. So what we're hearing is just they have been given a 3 days notice and they have been told you have to move. Many of them are asking the questions, move where? Where am I going? We're dealing with single parents. We're dealing with persons who are out there selling, who are sick, and who might be just the head of women who are heads of their homes now because of their spouses who are unwell. When you listen to the stories, you have to be moved. And this is what we have been saying over and over. We require a government and people in authority who have compassion, who understand to treat people in this country with dignity. That is what our citizens require. To be treated with dignity, to be treated with respect, so that if they are going to move, if you are going to disrupt them, at least have a plan. And so this is what we have promised our people, that we are going to be with them. We are going to move towards ensuring we join their voices and to make sure that they are represented properly, to make sure that the people who are in authority respect them. And not only respect them, ensure that there is a proper plan so that their entire livelihood will not be disrupted. And that is what we are going to be doing from tomorrow and the other days ahead. We are not going to rest until this matter is resolved and is resolved in a proper and a decent manner.
Stabroek News is being criticised for repeatedly promoting narratives favourable to Azruddin Mohammed while neglecting basic journalistic scrutiny. Honourable Kwame McCoy, Minister within the Office of the Prime Minister, declares that the newspaper has amplified unverified claims, downplayed factual information, such as the clear terms of the Guyana-US extradition treaty, and pushed false stories, including one later disproven by the Venezuelan ambassador.
When it comes to the Mohammeds, we have witnessed a predictable cycle of amplification, narrative grooming, and unwavering carriage of claims by Stabroek News. Each claim repeated with an enthusiasm that has long drifted from scrutiny into the sponsorship of headlines. For instance, on the matter of the extradition, the facts are not complex, concealed, debatable, or buried in legal obscurity. The extradition treaty between Guyana and the United States, inherited at independence, states with absolute clarity that fiscal responsibility rests with the requested state, in this case Guyana, the country to which the extradition application is made. The information is publicly accessible, historically settled, and easily verified by anyone willing to read beyond the rhetoric. There was no conspiracy to hide it, no government maneuver to disguise it, no ministerial attempt to bury it. Yet, Stabroek News promoted the opposing narrative advanced by the Mohammed camp with the usual speed, intensity, and perseverance. This is certainly not a singular departure from accuracy, but part of an observable pattern, one that was on full display when Stabroek News assertively circulated the claim that the Venezuelan ambassador denied any visit by Nazar Shell Mohammed to the Venezuelan embassy. The publication sold that false claim to the public with authority and confidence until documentary evidence and direct confirmation from the ambassador himself dismantled it entirely, at which point the newspaper offered explanations neither decisive nor convincing, without the same editorial energy deployed in promoting the original false claim. Mohamed is indicted in the United States as outlined in the court filings that reference tax evasion and links to illicit gold trade. Stabroek News prefers a different script, one where Mohamed is routinely framed through the language of grievance, positioned as the injured party, the misunderstood actor, the perennial victim, never pressed with the same force reserved for others who carry far less controversy but receive far more persecution in print. In fact, where most public figures accused across multiple jurisdictions of tax evasion and the involvement in gold smuggling would encounter a hurricane of cross-examination, Mohamed receives the climate-controlled courtesy of the Stabroek News. That seems committed to softening perception where others would face unrelenting scrutiny, and curating the sympathy instead of demanding accountability. The Guyanese public is no longer in the dark. The people certainly understand the difference between a free press and Stabroek News, a publication that has memorized Mohammed's tune.
In other words, the Mohammeds are paying Stabroek to talk. Minister McCoy says all this without one shred of evidence. His remarks are unfounded and libelous. The Most Honourable Azruddin Mohammed should take legal action against Minister McCoy.
Please remember to subscribe to our channel, like the video, and put your comments below. Hit the notification bell for more updates on the latest events happening in the region and around the world. Thank you, and we love you all.